I'll just kind of move in here a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Anoka County Vietnam veterans. We are here to provide final honors for Marvin R. Johnson, Army Air Corps, World War II. When you serve our country in uniform, be it in war or peace, you have contributed to defending the many freedoms that were won for us during our Revolutionary War. Our government says, as a reward for your honorable service to country, one day when you die, they will provide final honors. Our government has been unable to keep this promise due to manpower shortages. So it has been veterans like us, serving as volunteers, that have been providing the final honors for our fellow veterans. Most of the veterans we provide honors for, we do not personally know. We do know, however, that they served our country honorably as we did, and we share in a brotherhood of service to country. There's been a lot of misinformation about veterans receiving a 21-gun salute. We do not. In the military, a gun is always a cannon. The only person entitled to the 21-gun salute is the President of the United States. But as common GIs, we were promised 3 rifle volleys. It might be 7 or 8 riflemen, or it may only be 2 or 3. The number depends on how many are available. The number of riflemen is not important. What is important is that the veteran receives 3 rifle volleys. This tradition began during the Revolutionary War when our colonial troops fired over the graves of their fallen comrades to honor their ultimate sacrifice in our country's fight for freedom, and is meant to recognize the deceased veterans' service for country, providing a final salute from veterans for a fellow veteran. The helmet, rifle, and boots you see here are symbolic of the serviceman or woman who once was, but no longer is. Taps, which you will hear immediately after the rifle volleys, was first played in 1862 during our terrible Civil War over the graves of slain Union soldiers. Since that time, taps has been played millions of times. Taps is meant as a final farewell tune. During taps, if you are a veteran, you may hand salute while taps is played. If you are not a veteran, you may show your respect for Marvin by placing your right hand over your heart. After taps is played, we will present the American flag to the family. When the service is completed, we'll collect the cartridge casings and give them to the family. If you wish, you may take them to a trophy store. They can shine them up, engrave your loved one's name on them for a keepsake. Our sincere condolences for your loss. Honor God! Prepare for the Army Air Corps tune. Prepare, hut! Memory, Marvin Johnson, United States Army Air Corps, World War II. Prepare to fire 3 volleys of musketry. Fire to your right. Forward, or unlock rifles. Ready? Aim. Fire. Treason! On! Order! On! Flag reserved. Fire to post.
Ladies and gentlemen, an American burial flag is always folded into a triangle for a very specific reason. To remind us of the very first veterans of the Revolution. Many of them wore a three-cornered cap, and thus the flag is folded to remind us of their tremendous sacrifices in winning our freedom. But it also reminds us of the many men and women who came along later, including Marvin, that by his service, the first freedoms won for us in the Revolution are still with us today. Who will be receiving the flag? Okay, do you have siblings? You have sisters here? You have a son? Son and daughter? Come on up. Jamie? Grandchildren? Grandchildren? Okay, come on up. President of the United States of the Great Formation. This flag is presented to you for your grandfathers, fathers, service. His service is woven into the fabric of this nation. Whenever, wherever you see our friend's flag, he is still on. Our deepest condolences to you and your entire family. I'll read part of the inscription on here. Many freedoms Americans have were not given to us. They were won for us in our Revolutionary War. Since then, our freedoms have been protected by those who have served in our armed forces. Marvin Johnson has served our great nation most honorably in the United States Army Air Corps during World War II. His faithful service for our country makes him a true American patriot. America is great. Good. Treason! On! Order! On! Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the military part of our service. Again, our condolences. Regard!